have a mirror and a light, which is pretty good. However, the quality of the visor is a bit more flimsy. So I like this handy little thing down here, so you can see. Put some documents down there. It's a bit different. I haven't seen that in a car. There isn't one out there that does that, but I thought that was pretty nifty. These are the cup holders, as you can see, 2 different sizes. These are the buttons for the heated seats. As the driver, I would say they're a bit inconvenient, as they're quite far down. Also, as the passenger, I have to reach, if I've got a bottle in the way, which I have, which isn't the best, or I'm going down here. And they also have air-conditioned seats, which I don't really think we'll be using in this country that often, but you never know. And you have the individual temperatures. Heats up quite nicely. Clock display, and this is the digital dashboard. Quality is very good, I do like that, but it is really long. Another thing I don't like is the sat navigation. It's not very straightforward. If you would like to enter your destination by postcode, it's on the second page. There's 2 pages, which I think should just be put on the first page or just be configured a lot easier. You have to enter the destination, add it to favourites or destinations, and then set your route navigation from there. There's so many other cars out there, a lot cheaper, that has much better. Wow! I did crappy that.
rx450h, and unfortunately I don't like it. It's too sloshy, it's getting blown around, there's too much wind noise. On a scale from 1 to 10, I would say a 6 maybe. It's a lot cheaper than the competitors, like the Cayenne's a lot more, but I would pay that. I'd say Cayenne, the GLE, Range Rover, and then maybe this next. I wouldn't pick it. It's right now getting 32.6 miles a gallon. That's UK, so that's, I'll convert it later, I'll put it on the screen. It's a lot less. This is actually getting worse gas mileage on the freeway as my C63 sedan, which is a 2017, same year as this. Don't need the space of such a big SUV. I would honestly say buy a Macan. If you're in the US, I would say either a GLC or a Macan. They're a little smaller, sportier, and you can fit just about almost the same amount of stuff in it, really. And it's probably all the SUV you need. We do also have a Macan, so I'm a little biased, but it's just a lot nicer. The leather quality's better. The seat, actually, you can adjust where you want it. This one I'm kind of uncomfortable, and on a long journey I'm not centered on the steering wheel, so I feel like I'm sitting kind of crooked. I absolutely hate the navigation. The heated seats suck. I say Ford is probably some of the best heated seats, then Porsche, then Mercedes. The Porsche's seats heat up instantly and they're really hot, so you do have to lower them. This thing is heated seats on the whole way, and I don't even feel it. Mercedes is pretty good, but they slowly decrease the heat so it doesn't burn you. This doesn't do that. What else? This does have some of the autonomous driving features, which are also very bad. It's, I don't know what's called, Lexus, but Mercedes Distronic Plus. It can help you keep lane. It can do the steering. It's actually reliable and keep you in your lane. This really can't. You're bouncing off the line back and forth repeatedly, and you just go back and forth. It makes you feel sick. And its radar guidance does show off randomly, so you can't really rely on it. There's no heated steering wheel, which I kind of don't like. Just the quality of it is not as nice, and they're still quite expensive. On the freeway now, it's got too much road noise for me. It is getting blown around quite a bit, which I also don't like. Headlights are nice. It's comfy enough, I suppose. Just like I said, I wouldn't pick it. If I wanted this big of an SUV, I'd get a Cayenne or a GLE. They're a lot more refined. Even the sound of the windshield wipers is just too loud. Gauges are actually pretty nice. This is an Eco. This is going to be in Sport, which I kind of prefer it. It's a little too slow in Eco. So from the outside, it actually looks okay. I still prefer the Mercedes, the Porsche, and the Range Rover over this though, unfortunately. It's got a lot of space here in the back. Seats are not that comfortable. So the front's actually spacious, but it's the same problem. It's just you can't get comfortable in the seat. I think it's because the steering wheel's crooked to when you're sitting there. The trunk is pretty big. So it doesn't actually have tie down, so if you put anything here, it just gets slopped around. I know in the Porsche, we've got it comes with a little rail system, so none of the luggage or groceries get pushed around whatsoever. And the Mercedes, that came with the little cart like baskets. I know that's stupid too, but it just works better. The glove box is okay. It's got a place to plug in your phone. So you can see that 34.3, that's the best that we got it. And that happened in the city when we basically just let it crawl to speed, and it was really using its hybrid system, which I don't think is that great. I've used the Cayenne hybrid as well, and I got high 60s in that one. So the gauges here are actually a lot easier to use than the navigation. Compass, music, you get your lane keep assist, if you get any messages, safety features, fuel consumption, how far I've driven it right now. It's actually alright. So this is actually okay. It's your light control, your fog light control, and your turn indicator stuff. It's all on one, that's alright. But I actually like it. So most of the door is actually not leather. This is probably fake leather, but it's leather. Hard plastic. Leather, plastic, plastic, plastic. Plastic all in here, is plastic down here. Even the steering wheel, plastic, plastic, which you kind of assume. Plastic. Mercedes has got metal, so used to that. Here it's just all plastic, and it just all feels cheap. Even the controls over here, it's all just plastic. Everything you touch. They got some soft materials, like this is soft. You got some soft padding here, that's nice. Your leg hits it, it's fine. At first I thought all these blue lights were actually going to be annoying or too bright, but they're actually pretty dim. When you're driving, you don't really notice that they're even blue. If any light shines in the car, you actually can't even see the lights anymore. But the outside headlights are amazing during all of this.
Overall, I give this car a score of 5. I think it wasn't suited to me or my family, but maybe if you have a larger family, you might like the space. We felt it was too big, and I think for the price you can get a better vehicle.
prefer this. The car is just way too slow if it's not in sport. So for a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, I give this a 3. Honestly, I wouldn't pick it. So barking, it's a pretty big car, so obviously it's going to stick over the lines. I'm as far to the left as I could be. I'm actually touching the line. I'm still overhanging on the right. I'm also overhanging on the front. So when you do park a car this big, or SUV, whatever you want to call it, you do actually have to get these corner spots, which isn't always convenient where we're located. Please subscribe and like our videos. On Mondays, we're going to try and do a dog video. On Tuesdays, we do a food video. On Wednesdays, we do either a car or a travel video. Thursdays, we do a workout video.